charts. I like how it's just given hip hop artists the freedom to say, screw a rollout. We've got a really good tape. We need one lead single, good cover art, give me a couple interviews, and that'll do.
No,
Here's the music.
Definitely 100%.
And you know, we've got hip hop artists dropping like 2-3 projects a year now. And I like it. I think it's pretty cool. You know, who's just kind of notorious for at the moment who's just dropping like 5 times? Rock Marciano.
Rock Marcy. That's what I'm saying. They got
drops a lot.
their whole underground industry is just built. Their whole underground circuit is just built like that. Like you'll have Larry June dropping 4 or 5 projects a year. Currency, Rock, Jay Worthy. Yeah. And then they'll like do a joint project with one producer. They'll all have their time to do.
Thinking about but what elaborate rollout am I going to do across social media with it? No, I'm just dropping it. And then I'll do whatever interviews I can and
100.
as and when I can.
And it works.
And
it works. Slow, incremental progress.
Yeah.
Undeniable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what would we have to do to get more artists in the UK to try and think in that way? And is there any reasons maybe that why it couldn't work for us? Is there anything about our infrastructure to say that couldn't work for us, or we just not tried it?
It would work for us. There's people that have done it. Joe James, I'm sure he had a couple years.
To be honest,
and he elevated during that time.
Yeah,
like to me, it's a strategy that works for sure, and it's definitely one that I'm employing next year. Yeah, the only reason I didn't this year, I had issues with paperwork and that whole thing, but now I'm fully free, fully indie, stepping out.
Especially like we're having like a new SoundCloud era as well, so it could be a case where like we could be going back to old days where everyone's just dropping EPs on SoundCloud every like 4 months, 3 months.
You know what, man? I feel like the SoundCloud thing's a small...
It's a small thing in the big picture, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get big like that. It might do. I might be wrong, but...
You never know. But I think even then, like, you can still run the same game off TikTok, but you don't have to put... It doesn't have to be a whole established rollout.
No, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
It could be like, here's the tracks to tease, here's the album, I will do this 3 times a year.
100%, but I'm gonna have to see what works, man.
Yeah, I think there's just different ways of figuring out how it's gonna work.
Most definitely.
You know, and I think if you have a younger audience, maybe you have to be a bit more active on social media. But they're very much gonna be happy with 3 projects from you a year.
Yeah, 100%, man. For me, like, it's hard being a fan of someone that doesn't release much music or that's bare stingy or 1 project every few years. Some people can wait that long. Me, I won't care after like 3-4 months, I'll be real.
Yeah, I think it's hard being a fan of someone who like drops a project and then vanishes for 4 years. Like nothing, you don't hear from them. Like being a Frank Ocean fan must be like terrifying.
Yeah, terrifying, heartbreaking. Who have I...
Like Rihanna stans, like out of all stans, most stans have very delusional, harmful ideas. The only delusional like ideas that Rihanna stans have is that she's actually going to drop music
100%.
I'm sorry, but they're so delusional. That woman is retired. Okay.
They're waiting for that trade that's never coming, man.
It's never coming. It's dark.
It's good on this side, man. My people feeding me, pause. My people feeding me, making sure I'm well-fed music. See me, I can pull out my phone right now. Someone I'm a fan of dropped a tape Friday. Yeah. I love consistency.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I think we struggle with as rappers. But I think, weirdly enough, of all genres, rap is one that rewards you for consistency the most.
You think so?
Yeah, I think more people will notice consistency. For example, you may drop the best album that nobody's ever heard. But if you drop 6 decent albums in a row, more people are going to notice that.
No, you ain't even lying, but you know what? I feel like the less DIY genres, they're not allowed to drop like that. They're not allowed to be consistent. They're waiting on checks and OKs and
so many rubber stamps on so many different things. Exactly. So like obviously pop artists can't really operate in that sort of way.
But we can. We got no excuse. Or independent artists can. So
maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the shtick. I think as rappers we need to stop trying to operate like pop stars.
No, 100%.
Because I think in a way, because when we've been rapping for commerce and commercial success. We're trying to be in the same spaces and market our metrics for success in the same way that you would a pop star. But we have to realize, no, we're not pop stars.
No, 100%, man. It's from the dirt. It's from the ground. So
even then, the way you measure your success as a rapper isn't in the same way. Our success as rappers a lot of it is cultural capital.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
Like, even then, even if you're not necessarily a street rapper, it's still the case of, are the streets fucking with you? Can you go to whatever area and put on a show?
Yeah, most
right?
definitely.
Because some cases we've got more and more rappers that it's like you have millions of streams and you can barely shell out a 200 capacity venue.
100%. But you know what? I've kind of, within recent time, been trying to put less value on who's rocking with me.
Yeah.
And just rock with who's rocking with me.
Yeah,
Feel me?
yeah.
If it happens to be Billy from Shropshire, yo, me and Billy, yo, come fuck with me, man.
Yeah.
Come fuck with me, man. Come shop with me. Let's get right.
Yeah, yeah. But he's invested in who you are because you've really painted that story.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think I think in a way that's just very real rap of you in a way.
No, for real. Growing up, I used to proper want the streets to mess with me. Like, I'm waking up thinking, yo, like, if I don't do this, if I don't look this way, if I don't have rare tear, then I just thought, yo, I don't even, these people don't even buy records, man. These people don't buy merch, don't buy da-da-da-da. Let me just do what I like, and whoever messes with it, messes with it.
Yeah. I feel like that very much blends into your sense of style and like, generally just how you dress and fashion. It's very like self-assured. It never blends. It always stands out. It's always,
you know what?
You know,
I thought I was in the background. Like, I thought I was kicked back and shit. One of my brothers, I thought I was like hidden off, quiet. Then one of my brothers said, bro, you're 6'4" with a Jericho. Yeah, that's...
You got Jerichos in November, bro.
Yeah, for real. Shirt on.
With the wavy shirt.
I'm telling you, man.
You were never been a fade in the
Blenders,
background.
factually. You know what? I thought about cutting my hair just so that I can blend into the background, man.
Never
Too easily made. But I'll keep rocking with it.
Yeah, I feel like that's really reflecting in a lot of your music in terms of how it very much just stands in the landscape, bro. It's like, I don't even care what the current landscape of things looks like. This is what I want to make right now.
I'm telling you, I don't even know what the current landscape is, to be honest.
Who else, what other artists out there in the UK would you really want to just pull into your world? Like that.
Man, I want to bring like Young Tef and that whole like street element. Yeah, oh my days.
Rap crowd, they could really do well.
You know, some Benny Banks.
Yes.
Benny Banks.
Especially when he's a bit more operational now, isn't he?
Definitely, man. We've been speaking, but no, again, I need to just
pull them all over.
Come fuck with me, man.
Because they would all fit so well.
Yeah.
And I think that would be the beginning of the bridge that we were talking about between like specifically New York hip hop and US hip hop. I think, that would be such an easy bridge
100%
to draw and to build.
To be honest, that whole like world of UK rap, I feel like that stemmed from what's going on in New York at the time with all the everything from the beats and the sounds. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because even then, the similarities are because we were rapping on those New York rap type beats. No, even back then, that's where we were pulling the influence of. It just makes so much sense culturally.
A million. And you know what? That's kind of the pockets, the wherein when we rap on like rap beats, we use the New York kind of pockets and rhyme schemes anyway, just from that era.
Because even then, like, the rappers that we would have grown up listening to then, or they would have grown up listening to then, would have been like, what, Fabolous, Jadakiss.
I'd say D Block and Dipset.
Yeah.
And like Nas and da. if you listen to all of the UK rap from, say, the 2000s, it will all be those pockets used, them rhyme schemes.
Like Papoose, for example, would have been a big one as well.
Until I'd say gigs came around, then created that like slow flow, then everyone jumped on that.
Yeah,
no, everyone was using the New York rhyme schemes for sure.
For a long time.
Most definitely.
Because even then, when you go back to like somewhat pre-gigs, so like PDC, Mashtown, those times, you can definitely hear it.
Yeah, 100%.
You can definitely hear
100%. Even me, when I rap, like, my influences come from the UK era.
Mm-hmm.
So everything from the Teflons and Joe Blacks and Benny Banks, which comes from da-da-da-da. So
Yeah, I think it makes sense because I think you take the more elaborate parts of a lot of the rhyming schemes from what I've seen. Like, I think Joe Black was really the beginning of a bit of like sophistication when 100%. It comes to like street rap and the rhyme schemes and the flows.
You know what though? I feel like I've always kept it mad simple though. Like,
you think?
I feel like I stopped using complex rhyme schemes a while ago. Like, I literally walk in the booth, I don't even think about it anymore. I just say what I need to say, blackout, and then tada, song made.
I feel like weirdly enough, it must be that the technicality is just instinctual to you because it still comes across in places.
Okay, you know what? That's good to hear. That's good to hear because now I'm just about keeping it simple, easily digestible, without even thinking about it too tough.
Yeah, I feel like this project that you've got up and coming, there is quite a lot of that showcases that all around, but it also showcases a lot of your musicality because what you're doing on the hooks for a couple of these, I feel like you've taken a lot of attention towards like choruses.
Oh, definitely, like that's definitely, to me, the hook is the whole like
it's the glue
of the song. The most important part. I was also on a lot of the production as well. Like, I was on a lot of the instruments, the earbuds put me onto earbuds. He produced, I think, everything par one song. He put me onto this one computer machine called the Virus. I can't even remember, but it's got all of the synths loaded into machines, some hardware. So I was just doing my thing on that. So a lot of the ad prod. So there was a lot of music.
What? So you have the synths synced up to a pad?
Oh no! It's a separate hardware machine. Like
with its own. It's like keys.
Internal, it's got its internal sounds and twist knobs and da 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 till it sounds hard.
That's cool.
And you just lace that. Man. I was feeling like Dr. Dre in that bitch. I went into Outrun knowing exactly what I wanted. I wanted it mostly 80s samples, almost raw flips.
Is Outrun a reference to what I think it's a reference to?
It's a reference to the game Outrun.
That's my